Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to another episode. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about how Mexico can be very, very good for your health. We're going to be talking about all kinds of things regarding that. So, all right, let me get on the bike and ride home. All right, so, first off, Mexico can be very, very healthy for you just simply because of the stress. It's less stressful out here. You live in a life that is very stress-free for a lot of people. Now, of course, there's always going to be stress and problems and all that stuff. Nothing's perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but definitely a lot less stress out here, especially if you're coming from the US or coming from another, first world developed country type place. All right, where there's a lot of stress a lot of the time, constantly. So out here, a lot less stress. All right, now we're going to talk about all kinds of things, but we're going to stick with that. Number one. Number two, another thing you got going for you out here is it's a very healthy way of eating and living. So as you guys can see from a lot of my videos, or from this video, I'm on my bike, biking around. And it's a very healthy lifestyle. A lot of people walking around. So there's it's a very walkable city, very walkable areas, very user-friendly when it comes to all that. Whether you're on your motorcycle, on your bike, whatever it is, So, it helps you have a healthy lifestyle. But when it comes to health, I have a lot of people out there that are constantly asking me the question. They're asking me things like, how is the food and water out here? You know what I mean? Like, how often do I get sick? Or, how do I deal with Montezuma's revenge? And I'm like, and I always laugh because when I used to live in the US, I used to have a lot of more a lot of more intestinal gastro problems than I do now and here. In fact, ever since I've been here, I've cured a lot of those problems, and I feel way, way more healthy than I have ever felt in my life, for a lot of reasons, but a lot of them when it comes to just gut health and general health. You know what I mean? When it comes to a lot of things like that. So out here, because my diet automatically is being made with a lot of just organic products of one way or the other, just because of the way things are out here. A lot less things are coming from big farms, big industrialized things, and there's more and more things that are just coming from the local providers and local farmers and local everything, so it's a lot more organic without being organic, you know what I mean? So just because it's more old school. Here, let me show you some more of what we got coming over here. So again, things are starting to get slowly but surely back to normal. Things are looking nice, looking good out here. We got these new pots in the way now, whatever. But anyway, so getting back to talking about the health or whatever, I get that asked a lot, you know what I mean? More than you would think. There's a lot of people are very scared. There's a lot of people out there that are very, very, very scared about drinking the water out here or eating the food out here because of getting sick. But the reality is that for the most part, it's very, very, very safe. Now let's go with the water real quick. When it comes to the water, basically how it works is that okay, in all of Mexico, you're gonna have the same water problems that you would have in a lot of parts of the world, in which you probably don't want to drink the tap water. And so by not drinking the tap water or anything like that, then you start drinking more of the purified water, more of the clean water, and things are a lot better. But I'm not gonna get too deep into that. But at the end of the day, out here, most people already realize and understand how dirty the water is, when it comes from the pipes, and it comes from just so many other things, you know what I mean? That, most people choose, to drink the water choose to drink the water that comes from the bottled plants that come from the proper water authorities, meaning like, they get it from the filtered people. Sorry, there's like a lot of things going on, it's hard to concentrate here. But anyways, but when it comes to a lot of the things that we're talking about, meaning with the water, a lot of it comes from filtered locations, meaning that you're getting it from private companies that are filtering the water, and they bring it straight to your door, they bring it straight to your office, they bring it straight everywhere. You can buy it anywhere and everywhere. And I'm talking about just your regular bottled water, and they come in all sizes. We've talked about it many times in many episodes, but long story short, guys, when it comes to Merida, Mexico, just Merida here, we're talking about Merida, the water here is safe to drink. You can drink the water from the tap here. The thing about the water here is that it's very, very high in minerals, and it's a hard water. So some of you guys are already pretty familiar with that and know what hard water is. Okay, so some of you guys out there, that's what you can expect. You know what I mean? If you come from a place with hard water, this is what you can expect here. We got a lot of hard water, and so that's it. You know what I mean? So you can drink it, and especially if you're out here, you're not going to get sick or anything. But on a regular basis, let me get away from the music. But on a regular basis, I would not drink it. You know what I mean? On a more regular basis, I would not drink it, because it could give you things like kidney stones and other problems of that nature. That's what you get from drinking hard water. Okay. But because of the nature of the water and how it gets filtered and all that stuff out here naturally, it's safe to drink. It's not going to get you sick. Okay, again, outside of what I just said and mentioned. Now, when it comes to how to get water, you can get water here everywhere and anywhere. Water's not a big thing. You can get your big jug of water, refilled, fairly simply and fairly easily. So it's not like a thing out here. So it's most people, 95% of all the people that live out here in Mexico, they get the water either delivered to them, you look at in the offices, you get the 5-gallon jugs, delivered to your home or whatever, or 50-gallon jugs or whatever the hell. Same thing, you know what I mean? These guys come straight to your door. In my house, they come, I think, every Saturday and Wednesday or something like that, and they show up in the morning, and I get delivery of water, and that's it. And if for whatever reason I run out of water, I can just go to my little corner store a few blocks away. No, hold on. A few feet away, a few feet away, and just carry that jug over and get some water from them. If they are closed for whatever reason, there's like a water refilling station not too far off, and I can go on and on. Okay, so again, that's how most people get their water. Okay, almost everybody. So again, the water situation, not a problem. Also, when people out here are cooking, and when you're at restaurants and all these other shit, they all use filtered water. Everybody uses filtered water in restaurants and shit like that. Unless you're in some really shady restaurant, some really like like a little side street cart, you know what I mean? Make sure you try to get your water bottled. But anything that's being cooked or anything like that, for the most part, it's healthy. It's safe. Okay, not a big deal. So not only is the water situation safe, in any in every way that you can discuss it, because again, even if you're in another part of Mexico and the whole water situation, it's not what it is here, again, it's very easily accessible all over the place, so you don't got a problem. So let's so the water is very healthy. You're not going to get sick, you're not going to get anything, nothing bad's going to happen to you. Again, because there's so much fresh bottled water, filtered water that everybody drinks. Okay, so now let's get to like the health, man, the food. Man, all the food that you're gonna have, no matter where you have it, most people are gonna have really good products. I mean, you'll you know, you'll know which taco stand or which hamburger or hot dog stand are the really crappy ones when you visit them once. But other than that, all the food is amazing, all the food is healthy, all the food is great, all the food is, you get what I'm saying, very organic in many cases. You know, you can find all kinds of food out here, you know, from many, you know, different kinds, you know, meaning you're gonna find food, you know, a lot of, you know, fast food, you know, you're gonna find your McDonald's and your Burger King and your KFC and your Taco Bell. But, you know, when you see like the Mexican fast food, it's a lot healthier. But again, even then, you're gonna find a lot of Mexican fast food. And what do I mean? Like, they have the same chips and the same sweets, the same, you know, they got like the ho-hos and the brownies, and they got the, you know what I mean? They got a lot of the same old things, you know, ding dongs, you know, whatever the fuck, okay? They got the Mexican version and the American version. They got Coca-Cola. They got potato chips. They got all that, okay? But, you know, like I said, you know, whenever you're eating a lot of the pork or the beef or the whatever, there's not hormones in it. It's not like, you know, factory farmed. There's not, you know, a lot of these things are, you can tell the difference, you know, when you have a chicken wing here and a chicken wing back home. The chicken wings here are very small. The chicken breasts are very small. Everything is smaller because, again, they're being bred for a completely different reason. So, you know, out here you get to see, you know, the meat and the animals, you know, back to normal size and all kinds of shit like that. And again, when it comes to like a lot of the vegetables and a lot of the fruits and all that, I mean, basically even things like beans. Beans are sometimes hard to get because you gotta get the beans when they're in season. Same as the fruits and the vegetables. So even though in some cases I can get things out of season, it's just not, you know, not a thing. So a lot of things out here, they depend on the season. You know, something that we lost from living in the US and all that stuff, you know, where everything has to be, you get what I'm saying? You got everything in season no matter where you live. But out here, things are not like that, you know? So, you know, there's many things, you know, that go into that. So when your food is healthier, you're healthier as well. So that's another reason why, you know, when your animals that you eat and the plants that you eat are not stressed out as much, then you don't get that stress in you either. You know what I mean? I can go on and on. So, you know, there's another benefit to being out here that's really good for your health is the fact that out here there's more community. You get to talk to more people, meet more people, you get to socialize more. There's more people that are willing and ready to interact with you, say hi to you, talk to you, and all that good stuff. So all kinds of people, you know, like from every walk of life. So, you know, there's something also very, very important because we as humans need to socialize and we need to, you know, meet other people, talk to other people. So, you know, out here, you know, there's just more of that. Whether you like it or not, it's gonna happen. You know, so, you know, out here, you know, you will know your neighbors, they'll know you, and oh, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, sure, there's quiet, introverted people don't really communicate or talk much, you know, to the other people that are neighbors, but for the most part, even them, they gotta, you know, so it's the same old thing, you know, it's a more sense of community, more sense of, you know, helping each other out, more sense of, you know, so many other things, you know. So, you know, another health benefit is the police. You know, I mentioned many times how the police out here are stellar. How not just in Merida, but in a lot of part of Mexico, they're great. And why? Because they stay out of your way, don't bother you, leave you alone, don't shoot you on sight, as they do in other countries, you know. So, you know, again, safer in that sense. You know, so it's better for your health and good for your health there. Also, when it comes to violence and all this other stuff, a lot of people are always like, oh, the gangs and the violence and the drugs and the and it's like, bro, if you actually live out here and you see how it is, and especially if you come from the US, you're like, bro, you know, it's fucking scarier and shadier in my neck of the woods, wherever the hell I came from back in the States. So, you know, same thing here. Very safe, okay? There's no criminal activity. There's no cartels. There's no, you know, crazy shit like that. Okay, they're not out shooting on the street, killing each other on the street. Where again, if you come somewhere like the U.S., are you kidding me? You know what I mean? Like just going through your residential neighborhood, you know, back home is enough, you know, for you to probably just get shot by a stray bullet, and that's the end of that. So, and I can go on and on. But the reality is that, you know, again, you know, it's, you know, there's certain things out here that are a little bit more dangerous, like, you know, some of the things that you're going to be doing, because since things are a little bit more free out here, you know, things can just be a little bit more dangerous because, you know, there aren't that many barriers, there's not that many handlebars, there's not that many rules and laws to protect dumbasses like me and others that like to be a little bit more daredevilish, shall I say, or a little bit more, you know, what is it? Anyway, so sorry, got distracted. But anyway, so as I was saying, you know, there's a lot of reasons as to why living out here is going to be way better for your health than anything you could have ever dreamed of. In fact, that's a humongous side effect of living out here. Again, less stress. Less stress, okay? Number one, less stress. Numero dos, food quality. So much better. So much better food in every stretch of the imagination. Better sense of community. More abilities, I mean, more opportunities when it comes to socializing with others and all this other stuff. And again, living a healthier lifestyle. You know, out here, just because of how the city is, you know, it is very easy for you to bike, to walk, and to do a lot of things in that nature. So, you know, there's a lot of benefits, a lot of pluses, a lot of great things that come, you know, from living out here, that will greatly benefit and help your health. You know, again, very, very healthy living out here. You know, like I've never been healthier, less stress, you know, enjoying life. And this is not just for me, but I think a good majority of especially Americans that come and move out here. It's a big stress reliever, I'll tell you that. You know what I mean? Literally. I mention stress a lot because the stress, you know? It's all about that stress. So, yeah, guys, I mean, that's all I got to say about that. I think we're going to keep this one a little shorter than usual. I know we try to go over a little bit over 20 minutes, but, you know, it is what it is. No big deal. We had a good one. We're home. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I got to go. So with that being said, you already know what to do. You already know what to say. Well, I'm talking to myself there. But anyways, don't forget to please like, please subscribe, please share, please hit that bell icon. But more importantly than anything else, please stay awesome. Thanks again for watching. Hasta la vista, baby. As a great German, Austrian, whatever the hell. All right, bye, bye, bye.